if you know how to deal with it, if you know how to overcome, if you know how to deal with your problems. Because if you know how to deal with your problems, and depending on how you deal with your problems, that will become the measure. That will become the measure of your worth. But you have to know how to deal with it.
You're watching The Hunty with Brittany Shay. So let's sip and see on this tea and shade. Support your girl, subscribe to this channel, leave a like, and hit that bell to be notified of new videos. R.Kelly, R.Kelly, R.Kelly. I knew it was a matter of time before charges were brought against you and a case was being built around you. Chicago PD ain't playing, and recently R.Kelly has been in jail twice within 2 weeks. He is now facing serious jail time for up to 10 counts of sexual misconduct and sexual abuse by 4 women. He pled now guilty when he turned himself in, and his bond was paid for by a family friend. So he thought he got himself out of one situation, but turns out he turned around and got into another situation. He got recently arrested for unpaid child support and missing the deadline that the judge set for him to pay $160K to his ex-wife Andrea Kelly, the mother of his 3 children. Check out what she had to say about him as a father and him as a husband. Watch this.
As a father, you protect your children. You stand up for your children. You are present for your children. I don't believe that he even understands the magnitude to the things that I deal with. Even being away from him 10 years, he doesn't understand the magnitude to which my children get bullied on Instagram.
How did Robert R. Kelly, what was his role? How did he foster them?
There isn't one. I'm alone, was alone, am alone, and will continue to be alone. And I'm very aware of it. God is very real about how you treat your wife. And until he makes it right by me, he thinks he's living in hell now. He hasn't seen anything yet. And that's not a threat, that's a promise from my father.
So y'all seen that video with Andrea Kelly detailing the abuse at the hands of R. Kelly. And of course, everyone knows her story and other women's story just like it from the Survivor R. Kelly documentary that premiered in January on Lifetime. So R. Kelly felt that it was time for him to defend himself in his honor and his word against these accusers who allegedly say R. Kelly raped, tortured, beat, and made their lives a living hell. Check out R. Kelly interview that he did with CBS This Morning with Gayle King.
Going back to the past, and they're trying to add all of this stuff now to that, to make all of the stuff that's going on now feels real to people.
But the past is relevant with you with underage girls.
Absolutely no, it's not.
Why?
Because for one, I beat my case. When you beat something, you beat it.
You were acquitted.
We can't double jeopardy me like that. You can't. It's not fair. It's not fair to nobody. When you beat your case, you beat your case.
But I'm not talking about the one case in which you were acquitted. I'm talking about the other cases where women have come forward and said, R. Kelly had sex with me when I was under the age of 18. R. Kelly was abusive to me, emotionally and physically and verbally.
Okay.
R. Kelly took me in a black room where unspeakable things happened. This is what they're saying about you.
Not true.
These aren't old rumors.
Not true. Whether they're old rumors, new rumors.
Correct me if I'm wrong, that you have never held anybody against their will.
I don't need to. Why would I?
Well,
How stupid would it be for R. Kelly, with all I've been through in my way, way past, to hold somebody, let alone 4, 5, 6, 50, you said. How stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say you
That's
were holding...
stupid, guys.
I didn't...
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense. Don't forget the blogs. Forget how you feel about me. Hate me if you want to, love me if you want, but just use your common sense. How stupid would it be for me to, with my crazy past and what I've been through, Oh, right now I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement, and don't let them eat and don't let them out unless they need some shoes down the street from their uncle.
Robert,
Stop it. Y'all quit playing. Stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing.
Robert.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You killing me, man. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment. His publicist helped calm him down.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're going to let the camera keep rolling.
This is not, doesn't even make sense. Why would I hold all these women? Their mothers and fathers told me, we're going to destroy your career.
But Kelly's emotions remained raw.
It's real girls out there missing. It's real young girls out there being abducted, being raped, okay? They really are on.
R.Kelly really is at his end. I knew from my previous video that his time was coming and they was going to get him and bring him up on charges for something, and that they did. So R.Kelly, you might well say goodbye to your career, because that is over with. And this mental breakdown that you had, it only made you look more guilty than it did made you look innocent. And then on top of that, when his ranting and raving about how he innocent and y'all killing me, really you killing yourself. You killed your legacy, and your ego is being killed right in front of the world. But R.Kelly did have two women that do support him and came to his defense, and that was his living girlfriends, Ezra Clary and Jocelyn Savage, who also talked to Gayle King about R. Kelly and he defended him and supported him. Watch this interview that she conducted with these ladies.
What is your relationship, both of you, with R. Kelly?
We're with him. That's our relationship.
We're with him. Yeah, that's what it is.
And we're in a relationship with him.
Right.
You just said it.
A very strong relationship as
both
well.
Of you.
Yes, most definitely.
You know, how do we say this without being inappropriate? Is this a three-way relationship, or do you each have a separate relationship with him? How does this work?
Well, both
I'm
of
curious.
those.
Yeah.
We both have our individual relationships with him, and we all are family all together. We have our moments where we sit and watch movies all together. We go to amusement parks all together.
I'm not talking about Azrael going to movies and sitting watching, going to parks. I'm talking about, is it a three-way sexual relationship?
Sexually? Well, first of all, I'm not here to talk about my personal life, and I would never share with no one what I do in or outside of the bedroom. And as a woman, I'm sure you would not either.
Yes. No, I wouldn't,
okay then. Next question.
No, you're right, I would not, but this is a very different circumstance. Why would they want to lie about you, their daughter?
Okay, so when I first met Robert, my parents told me to lie about my age. So when I met him, he thought that I was 18. On top of that, when I was 17, my parents were actually making me, trying to get me to take photos with him, take sexual videos with him, all kinds of stuff.
Wait. Your parents encouraged you to do sexual videos with R. Kelly?
Yes. And they said because if they ever have to blackmail him, what they're trying to do now, they can use it against him, which is exactly what they're doing.
Joycelyn, I see you nodding a lot with what she's saying. Why are you nodding in agreement with what she's saying?
Because everything that she's saying is true. Our parents are basically out here just to get money and
your parents. You're saying the same as saying.
Well, both of our parents are basically out here trying to get money and scam.
My dad and my mom, they started to send threats to both me and him. They said, oh, I'll put all your naked pictures all over the world. I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to ruin him. If he doesn't send $20,000 to this bank account by Monday, oh, I'm going to put everything out there and then $10,000 after that. You're trying to solicit me like I'm some hoe. I'm not. I'm your child.
Exactly.
Yeah, you sound very angry with your parents. You sound very angry and very pained. Tell me, Azrael, why you're crying. Tell me.
I'm crying because you guys don't know the truth. You guys believe in some facade that our parents are saying. This is stupid as because you want to be. All because that's the world we live in. Negativity sells. Gossip is what sells. Rumors are what sells.
So R. Kelly, you is really pressed and stressed. Does one protest too much? And when you do that, you really are guilty and you have done these things. You trying to act like you're the victim where you are not the victim, you're the prey. You preyed on these women. You made them feel weak and vulnerable and took advantage of these women. And all the women that you have hurt and caused pain to is coming back tenfold on you. Just remember that. But y'all, I'm good on this topic and this situation. Tell me what y'all think about this with R. Kelly. Do you think his day of reckoning is finally coming? Is he going to face serious jail time? Or will he get off just like the many times he got off with lawsuits and previous charges and cases that were made against him back in 2008 and 2002? Is 2019 going to be different for R. Kelly? Will justice prevail for those victims and the women that went through this hellish nightmare with R. Kelly? Let me know down in the comments. Alright, thank y'all so much for watching The Huntee with Brittany Shay. If you're new here, please subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, and leave a comment and let me know your thoughts. Alright, bye.